After catching up on everything that you already know about yourself, you might notice some things that you still need to know. These would be gaps in your self-knowledge. That is what this section of Step 1 is focused on. Figuring out what areas of your design you could still learn more about, and taking the time to develop those insights. There are a lot of wonderful assessments out there that could help you gain additional insight into your design. None of them will find a perfect box that you fit in 100%, but they all have the potential to help you uncover more insights into the ways God made you. On this page, we have a few free and inexpensive assessments that you could take to build up your thorough inventory. Let's explore them now, starting with the values card sort. The work value card sort is meant to help you identify what your top values are when it comes to selecting your best job roles. It can be hard to have clarity on your values, because most people would say that most of the items listed on the top page are important to them. So this assessment forces you to choose which values are most important to you at this stage of your life. The assessment accomplishes this by asking you to sort each of the cards on the top page into the categories on the bottom. You only get 4 spots for the most important category. So, as you are sorting your cards, your first card might start off in one of the most important spots, but then get bumped down, all the way to one of the least important. Because as you kept sorting your cards, you found values that were more important to you than the value that was on that first card. There are 2 ways that you can sort your cards. One is to print out the document. Cut out the cards and manually place them in the categories of importance, sorting your values along the way and letting your most important values sift to the top. The other way you can sort your cards is by typing the value of each card in the blue field and then checking the box of the card on the top page to keep track. Be sure to uncheck the box if you later decide to erase that value in favor of another value card. And as with all of the digital worksheets on this website, be sure to remember to download your work before navigating back to the step page, or else you will lose all of your hard work. If you notice one of your values is missing from the card options, feel free to eliminate one of the ones you care about least and add it in. The fact that you noticed it was missing suggests that it is very important to you. It should definitely be included on your list, maybe even in the most important category. After all the cards are sorted and after possibly making some hard choices between values, you will have identified your top 4 values for choosing a job. So when it comes time to make your next decision on a job role, you'll know to evaluate if the job you are considering honors not just your needs and interests, but your most important values as well. The values card sort is highly recommended for anyone working through step 1 if they have never assessed their top values before. There are many other assessments out in the world that all have helpful insights into your design, but it can be overwhelming to try to take them all. Try to focus on those areas of your design where you feel most in the dark and notice the biggest gaps in your self-knowledge. The E210 Step 1 webpage has 2 other inexpensive or free options for you to potentially complete. Let's look at those quickly now. Here are 2 assessments that you might find helpful in filling out your inventory. The first is the self-directed search. This one is helpful for identifying what style of activity your design is most suited for when it comes to roles where you're working and serving. You would complete the assessment for individuals. After the assessment, you would learn your work style code. That code is generally insightful for your design, but it can also be matched to job opportunities on a website we'll look at in step 2. This other assessment is for understanding the spiritual gifts God gave you. Because we are building Christ-centered careers aimed at fulfilling your God-given purpose, it would be silly to remain unaware of what spiritual gifts God has equipped you with to serve Him. This free resource is highly reliable in assessing your gifts and can even provide insight into how your gifts interact with your personality. If you want to complete the personality assessment, it is just a $20 fee. Be warned, this assessment provides a lot of information when you choose to complete the full profile. Now let's return to the Step 1 page one last time and see what all these assessments and worksheets are leading you to.